How's it going? I am, as I was last week, very tired. I think it will be a lot of sleepy streams for a while. Or maybe not sleepy, but exhausted streams for a while. So this is a new video game, so I have to make sure I can hear things. So let me mute the game so I can't hear it on my side. Here we go. Alright, I think the game audio is a little, maybe a little too low. I also feel like my audio is a little too low, but I always worry about like it getting too loud. I'm gonna bump my audio up a little bit. And we're gonna bump up Valkyria Chronicles a little bit too. This title screen, oh, it like keeps going quiet, so it's like hard to tell. All right, keep bumping up. The exciting part of every new video game, me talking while trying to get the audio going. Too loud. All right, we're gonna try minus 32. That's what I had Tales of the Tempest at. So I'm gonna get ready to write this down. Let's see, Valkyria Chronicles. Bump it down 2 more. Let's try that. Okay. I'm not gonna write this down yet, but I think we're gonna be minus 34 is what we're gonna be at. So let's do that. Okay, let me go ahead, now that I got all the audio worked out, let me go ahead and tweet the stream. Stream has been tweeted. Okay, cool. Hi. How's it going? My little camera cover is off, but that's okay. You guys can't even see that. I've talked about it before, but it's been nearly a decade since I've played the original Valkyria Chronicles, and I've been wanting to revisit it for a while because I really can't remember. I'm gonna mute myself while this is going on. I really like Valkyria Chronicles 2, and I really like Valkyria Chronicles 4, and obviously Valkyria Chronicles 3 I have not gotten around to quite yet. But I like those games a lot, and they change slightly between each entry. Like Valkyria Chronicles 2 is kind of its own unique thing compared to Valkyria Chronicles 4. And from what my memory is of Valkyria Chronicles 1, Valkyria Chronicles 4 is very much like a mix of 1 and 2 kind of shoved together. Hey Alex, how's it going? I'm just going through why I chose to stream this, although I think you listen to the podcast, so you probably know why. But yeah, so like I like Valkyria Chronicles 2 and 4 a lot, and I don't have a lot of great memories of 1, but I also don't want to play through all of 1 again. So I thought I would do something that I normally don't do, which is for games I like, I typically don't buy DLC very often. So I went ahead and bought the DLC for this game 11 years later, and I want to check it out, just see what it is. It might be garbage, it might be okay. We'll see how it goes though. So I forgot if I asked you, how are you doing, Alex? How are you doing, Alex? Are you doing well? How is school going? Is it great? Oh no, I've tried to load my save file on accident. Oh, you just got done speedrunning it. What's the speedrun look like for Rodea, like in terms of length? Is it like I think it's like a 10-hour game normally, so maybe it's 8 hours, I don't remember. I forget I think I go to extras to access the downloadable content on this game. Okay. So there's like 3 different pieces of DLC for this game. The first one is like based on Eddie, which is like a side character I don't know I can't remember anything about. I think she's like an idol or something. Other one is Silvaria, which is obviously the lady that everybody loves. And then the last one I think are just like straight missions that you can do. So view this bonus episode. I have no idea how long this is. I don't know if it'll be multiple streams. It'll be one stream. I don't know if there's cutscenes or voice acting. It may just be all text. Okay, that seems pretty reasonable. I imagine the Wii version is actually quite a bit faster because of the power-ups and stuff. The power-ups really trivialize the Wii version. All right.
Unbelievable. Miss Edie, you got us all separated from the squad.
I need to hear how loud this, I'm gonna turn the audio up a little bit more. I'm gonna go to -31. All right, and let me go ahead and do the next set of dialogue.
Excuse me, what part
Excuse
of this
me,
is
what
my
part of
fault?
this is my fault? Okay. Okay, I think that's fairly reasonable. I'm gonna knock it down by 1 point. So I think -32 is the proper amount. Let me know if the audio is fine for you, Alex, but I think we're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill the other stream so I can just go ahead and listen to my audio here without having to listen to me talking anymore. Okay. Let me bring the chat up. Here we go.
Maybe
I forgot about Jan.
screaming like a banshee.
Well, what about Marina then? She ran off after that silly puppy, didn't she?
Oh, that stinks. So like the school locked it down. That's what happened.
So cute.
Cool. I don't remember any of these
Now,
characters.
let's stop assigning blame and think of what to do next, shall we?
You're right. Lieutenant Gunther's orders over the wireless were to rejoin the squad ASAP. That battle was all over the place. We probably weren't the only ones separated.
Of course we weren't. Now, let's hurry along back. They're all waiting for us.
Because you ran off. Don't forget that part.
The punch sound effect there was kind of
Like
weak
the right
sounding.
one's best. Look.
Oh, honey, don't let her get you down. Must be tough, though, playing whipping boy.
Don't worry, Jan. Whipping boy suits me just fine.
You're colorful as ever, Homer.
I don't know if this voice acting is
Ignore him. And where are we anyway? I can't see a thing in this dark.
trying to think if like Valkyria Chronicles voice acting has improved much since this.
Maybe I should thank that puppy. I'm glad to have your eyes
I feel like
here,
this
Marina.
voice, like these voices are more like
Do you suppose we
stereotypical
could
kind of
sneak in a
anime
quick
dub
bath in
stuff.
town?
Ooh, count me in, too. I'm getting to feel like a muskox here.
Have you two lost your minds? We need to get back to the squad before...
Eek! What was that? Explosion?
Marina!
And I really don't know if you ever really heard these characters talk a lot in the main game, because
Imperials.
when you got characters in Valkyria Chronicles 1 was kind of random, so they didn't really have like set stories for these characters, I don't think. Like I don't think there's any side stories for any of these characters
Probably the explosion we heard.
outside of this DLC, but I could be wrong about that. It's been a long time.
Miss Edie.
I'm saying we should go help that village.
I'm not really sure why Edie was like the focus of this DLC either.
Don't give me difference in firepower. If we don't help them, that village will be wiped clean off the map.
Because she's not really
If we can't get
a,
them outright, we can at least buy the villagers time to get out. What?
whoops.
No, you're just... I didn't know you got this worked up.
What are you talking
That
about?
that's still silly that you
No,
can't
I'm
like
perfectly
charge
well right
the laptop with the power cable. You have to like take it to the actual thing. I guess that's to
Nothing
keep
to
you from
deny,
like keeping the
hon.
laptop
I
for
like
too
a
long
little
though.
fire in a soldier.
But are you sure we should, Miss Edie? Our orders are to return to the squad ASAP.
this Homer voice actor is
Oh, to hell with our orders,
Homer and Edie are probably the like most not great
Why do you
here.
think we're fighting this war? Because of our orders? Of course not. We're fighting to protect people like these. Am I right? I'm not about to walk on by after seeing a defenseless village taking Imperial fire.
I'm with you, Edie.
I will say,
Let's
like,
go lend a hand.
visually, like, I'm just playing the original PS3 version of this game. This still looks great. Like, admittedly, the style of the series hasn't really evolved too much since then, outside of, you know, Valkyria Revolution, but, like, I'd say this visually is still pretty comparable. Admittedly, I think Valkyria Chronicles 4 was using the same engine as the remake for this game, or not even remake of this game, but, like, the HD re-release of this game, or whatever you want to call it. Not really HD either. PC? PC re-release? So.
I'm not holding out on anything. I was just checking. Besides, do you really think I'd say no to conditions this grim?
I don't really know what kind of character Homer's supposed to be either.
Homer. So pretty. So broken.
Like a masochist or
Anyway,
something?
that settles it. The 6 of us head into the village and buy them some time. Needless to say, leading the charge will be yours truly, Edie Nelson.
I guess that makes us Squad 7, the Edie detachment.
The Edie detachment, marvelous. Let me
Ah, that
say you're
stinks.
completely useless, Homer. All right, Edie detachment, we march.
You know, I don't know if you see this much, Alex, because you might be young enough that they don't bother at this point, but like if you go to a
Here's the situation.
like a grocery store or something, sometimes you'll have like the Cox Cable or like Comcast people there trying to sell you internet. And recently one of the rival companies here was there, and they pulled me aside to look at some internet stuff, and I was just like it was a good enough plan. I pay a lot of money for my internet. I pay like $100, but I use my internet a ton. So it's like a really valuable asset for me, I guess. And so this would be like half the price, but at the same time it'd be like half the data. And so originally I thought I had 100 megabytes per second down, but I actually have 150 megabytes per second down. I did not realize that. So I was looking at maybe switching to this other company because they were 80 megabytes per second down, but half the price. But after I figured out my plan's 150 down, I was like, I'll just keep paying the $100. It's like $1,200 a year for internet. So I did not read the objective at all, but usually Valkyria Chronicles games are shoot the things and capture the flags. Okay, and don't die. Here we go. Oh, just hold the enemy back for 3 turns. Easy enough.
We'll begin the operation now. Squad 7 Edie detachment, move out.
Which PS2 games are you talking about, Alex? Because this is PS3. This one. Valkyria Chronicles 2 and 3 are just PSP games. I do really need to play Valkyria Chronicles 3. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do about that. If I'm gonna try to hack my Vita to play Valkyria Chronicles 3, or if I'm going to hack a PSP to do it.
Units here? We didn't get any intel about this.
These soldiers' helmets, though, the textures on that are pretty pretty rough.
Oh, hush you. It's not like we're here by choice either. But we're not about to let you lowlifes hurt these people while we're around. If it were up to me, I'd have been back at Papa.
I wonder if
Loco's
people
side
were
hours
bothered by
ago.
Jan.
If anything
like, when this
happens to him while I'm
re-released.
not there, you'll hear from me, sweetie.
I didn't choose this either. There's been far too much.
Like, I try
going
not too hard. Like, I try not to get like upset over things that aren't like directly related to me. So like, Jan's portrayal doesn't matter too much for me. But
War is cruel
I know people don't
and
like
stealing good men's lives.
yeah. I don't know. I guess Dragon Quest 11 had like a very flamboyant guy as well. So as like a stereotypical. I don't know if he's homosexual in that game or not. So
I want nothing to do with it. But this war will not be ended through our inaction. So I'll fight too, to put an end to the needless sacrifice of so many.
Oh, it changed it to PS2. Gotcha. Yeah, it'd be really nice if they re-released Valkyria Chronicles 2 and 3 with like an HD collection. Like, I know it's a PSP game and it's gonna look rough, but, you know, that's just how it is sometimes. Okay, so I need to remember, in this game, snipers I don't think have any intercepting fire. I think that's really all I need to know. Like, I think this game is pretty much just more Valkyria Chronicles otherwise. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do, and there's like some kind of bomb that's gonna go off here. I think I'm gonna bring a shock trooper around the back of this building here, if I can. I'll take Lynn that way. And then bring the, jeez. Is this, wait, can I go back here? Oh, maybe I can't. Maybe I made a mistake. Wait, is there a way? I'm wasting all my movement. I don't see a way over there. What are you? Are you, you're an engineer, sniper. I kind of want to get her back over there, but I'm worried she's not going to have enough movement to get back over here. Okay, she does. Well, that was a waste of a turn. Well, I thought I could get behind the what's it called? I doubt I can throw a grenade that far. Seems very unlikely, at least. Okay, well, get my health back. I like your little hair tie. Yeah, I played Valkyria Chronicles 2 on a Vita TV, and like it's not a great looking game to blow up onto a TV for sure. So, I guess the question is, do I want to try to blow up this tank? Let's do that. Let's try to blow up this tank. Probably a mistake. Oh, geez, it hurts so much. It is crazy just like how much this game looks like the other games though. Like Valkyria Chronicles 4. Like, it definitely looks rougher, but like,
You, sure.
okay. Alright, Jan. I couldn't remember how resistant the Lancers were to machine gun fire in this one, so I think generally like all the mechanics are still kind of in place in this game. So the biggest problem right now.
I can
Oh,
go another
okay.
round.
I forgot about that voice
Sorry,
clip.
honey.
The biggest problem right now is this guy. There's snipers over there, and I need to make a decision if I want to try to kill the snipers or if I want to try to get Jan into cover. Is it just one sniper? It's just one. I need to move them back as well. Ow, 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 oh. Alright. I also need to invert the controls because this is driving me crazy.
Personal.
Nice.
Sweet dreams.
I'm gonna pop her over this. I don't think anybody comes in from the south here, but, well, I have no idea actually, but. Yeah, I'm super thankful that Microsoft is focusing on backwards compatibility to some extent, even though they've cut off backwards compatibility for Xbox One. I feel like backwards compatibility should be more of a thing, but, you know, I think it's just, I don't know. Alright. I think I just want to move people back right now, or I want to move them forward, but the tank, my biggest worry moving forward is the tank right now. So I'm actually just gonna back up. I don't know. I'm always super happy when there are like official ways to play. Oh, I need to change my camera. I'm always super happy when there's like official ways to play video games again. Like, it's kind of a pain in the butt, like to play Tales of the Tempest on a DS on a TV. It's like a huge pain. Like, so, you know, it just would be nice I don't remember if I want this to be... I always have a hard time remembering what I want to do for inversion controls. I think this is what I want. Let me see how this feels real quick. But like the Mega Man Zero collection, like putting DS games out on that is great. Like, cause you know, those games otherwise are still just kind of stuck on their platform unless you do what I did and played on the Wii U, you know. And then at that point, like, you're playing through the game, but you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna even be able.
My hands are stained.
God damn it! I was like, I don't even know if like I'm going to be able to like finish this game. Like, will the game just lock up at some point because the emulation doesn't know what to do? Like, you know, Princess Debut, where the dancing segments of the game literally don't function. So I'm gonna move Jan up and just take a shot at this tank. So I want this tank to be dead, and I also want him in cover. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the tank killed anytime this turn. But next turn I want it to be gone. So I move him up a little bit more. Yeah, I really don't know, like, how valuable Sony views their IP right now, like their old games. I haven't fallen in love with her yet, but she's definitely, I think she is popular for some reason. I just don't know why. The weird thing about Valkyria Chronicles 1 is, like, I don't really think what, like, I really don't think there's a lot of character development for all these characters. So, like, it's so weird that they like set a whole DLC aside for these guys. I don't know. Hey, Mark and Josh, how's it going?
Here goes.
I'm not done yet, Josh. I'm almost there. I read 100 chapters last night, and I feel like a terrible person. Oh, dang it. I don't have a... There's no medics, so... Rest in peace.
This is humiliating.
I didn't know there's a sniper up there. She's dead. Yeah, I don't know. My first turn went really bad, so I'm thinking I'm gonna explore this little area up here real quick and see if I can go up this road and get up there, because that might be the key to killing that sniper. So, but yeah, I read most of the second part of that series last night, and you know, I'm really enjoying it. I wouldn't say Real Life is like a really good anime, but
There's a dark hair with them.
oh, I forgot about the whole racism thing in this game. I guess I'm skipping the text because I know I'm gonna be back here. I probably should just listen to this, but too late. I already skipped the text, so we're just gonna do this. All right, let me take my little scout person and see what's going on back up here real quick, and then we'll restart the mission and get our sniper back. I don't see a path up there from here. So that's the dead end. So that's not gonna help. So I guess next turn, instead of focusing on the tank behind me, I could focus on taking these guys out in front of me, and then take Jan up and hit the tank from behind. I think that might be the smarter thing to do for the next turn. So let me go ahead and end this, and we'll pop back out of the mission. Okay. Is there a give up option? Nope. Yeah, I did hear about GameStop. You know, I'm not surprised. It's even back when I was living back out in Georgia, I remember all the news about GameStop just like barely holding on and just like, you know, hemorrhaging money. and it's just taking time. Like, it sucks. Like, a bunch of people are gonna lose their jobs, and that really sucks. That's kind of just how it is. And I like, I don't want to say I like GameStop. GameStop is a great resource for super cheap games. I basically go there and just buy $1 video games all the time. $1 to like $5 probably. And I love doing that, and like, it's just like a nice way to go shop for games on like a shelf. And maybe I'm just old, but I like shopping for games off a shelf. I don't have a problem shopping stuff online, but you can really get like a good look at the quality of the case and all that stuff. And if you go to like specialized game resellers, usually you can't find much cheaper than $5. There's like a nice place in town that actually does some pretty decent deals, but I don't go up there very often. Their store's typically not in great shape, and the quality of the product's also not in great shape, but just how it is. I think there's permadeaths in every Valkyria Chronicles, Alex, now that you mention it. Oh no, you know what? Valkyria Chronicles 2, they go to the infirmary, and they're out of the mission for three missions. Or so for 3 missions, they're out of order, I guess. So I don't know. The problem is that they're closing them up, but I'm gonna guess that GameStop still wants to maintain their online store presence, so they're probably not going to like liquidate that stuff or anything. I think they probably will just ship it to a warehouse, I would think, and then sell it online instead, or at the other stores. I don't think they'll be trying to get rid of a ton of inventory, but I don't know. Maybe they don't have the money to do that either. So, but like, I feel like you could just look at how they handle like their retro game stuff. All right, Susie, don't become a humanitarian all of a sudden again. I need you to shoot.
What if
God damn it. Alright. I want to snipe more, but she's in a rough spot. Although I could heal her with Homer. Let's snipe more. Oh boy. Alright, let's see. So we can get the shock trooper. He's in cover though. I want to get this scout over here. I'm worried we're gonna hit that tank. All right. Okay, we're good.
Sweet dreams.
I've heard generally okay things from people who bought from GameStop. My body's
yours to use.
Alex, I think. Oh jeez, Homer.
Woe is me.
Okay, he is a masochist. That's what I thought. Oh my gosh, Homer, don't die. All right.
Apologies.
And. Ooh. Okay. Oof. He's might go down though if I don't do something about his head. But I don't know. This is real rough. I still have to worry about that sniper up there too. I could equip Jan. Whoops. I could try equipping Jan with the mortar and see if I could shoot that up there.
Personal.
All right.
Sweet dreams.
Yeah, I have a lot of concerns about the PS3 right now. Microsoft has committed to. I think it's just gonna go bad. Is what's gonna happen here. I really don't. I'm gonna move him up, try to blow that tank up, but I'm worried it's not gonna work out.
I see a bad guy. I
How much space do I even have to work with here? Not a lot.
Die for me, sweetie.
Okay. So
Sorry, honey.
problem is Jan's out in the open right now. So let me get him over here because at least the sniper shouldn't be able to see him anymore. Problem being is that I have 2 points left. And I don't have any orders. So I can't like raise defense or anything like that. I don't know if orders were in this game or not. I could recover. These guys are gonna get bombed. My biggest fear is just that sniper that's up here. I don't know how to get around to them. But $20 for Nintendo 64 and GameCube games. It really just depends on the game, but that's kind of becoming prime like retro game area like right now. Like I feel like NES and Super Nintendo are still super popular, and thankfully like Super Nintendo games in general are just like very, very playable. And maybe Nintendo 64 might not be so in that case. But I feel like you're getting, I grew up with the 64 and now I'm almost 30. And, you know, people my age are starting to have an income and they're starting to want to buy the things they didn't have and all that stuff. So, you know. What am I going to do? Jeez. I'm gonna make a mistake. Okay. I'm gonna bring her down here. I think Homer's probably gonna end up dying.
Hiding won't save you. I'll show you a real shock.
Jeez. Am I even going the right way? Man, this is such a long run. Okay, let me throw that grenade back here.
I'll shoot.
But yeah, what I meant about like being worried about the PS3 is like Microsoft is doing a really good job preserving all their services and trying to bring stuff forward. Sony doesn't seem to be doing any of that, and I would not be surprised. Like PlayStation Network sounds like a nightmare to work with. Oh jeez, oh jeez, I need to kill the sniper. I don't need you. There he is. Okay. I don't have a grenade. I might be able to kill him still. Also, the game is lagging like crazy right here.
Here goes.
Too strong for PS3. The grass is too strong.
Awaiting orders.
That seems like a reasonable strategy for getting rid of the sniper at least. And let me see. That guy's over there. And that's like a scout, so that's fine. I think the engineer's gonna die, though. But yeah, like with PS3 games, like a lot of these games, you know, have DLC, have patches, and like, oh, and everyone's gonna get bombed. I forgot about that. But like, yeah, I don't know. There's like a part of me is like, maybe I should just go ahead and patch all my PS3 games right now and make sure they're all up to date. So if the servers ever go down, then I mean, I'm sure Sony will give like a heads up notice before the PS3 servers go down, but I don't know. I really wonder just like how much longer these platforms are going to be around, which I think is incredibly worrying since there's so many games that came out on like PS3 only for PlayStation Network. I'm hoping that people have done the work. I haven't really looked into it. Like when the Wii Shop channel went down, I wasn't really too concerned because it was a limited library, and what was out there I knew was pretty well documented. Like even the smaller stuff you could find fairly easily, and it's very easy just, you know, download those games. I'm actually in the process of trying to figure out. Oh, it's a mortar. So the objective is to live for 3 turns. So I don't need to go clear things out. I just need to be able to survive. So maybe I'm being too aggressive. But the problem being, if that tank has a mortar, that's a problem. And if the other tank is there on the other side, though, I don't know if I can send a shock trooper to go... Oh, rest in peace. I don't know if I can send a shock trooper to, go kill the sniper. I might just have to try that and hope it works out. So, we'll see. It is kind of crazy, though, that, like I feel like all modern, or, like, going forward, all consoles will have to be hacked in some way in order to really re-experience them. But we'll see. It's a lot harder than I thought it'd be. I was kind of expecting to get through this DLC without too much trouble, but...
Jolly.
Alright. I will say that, like, this is pretty much just Valkyria Chronicles. Okay. Alright, we're gonna ignore the tank. Well, the bottom tank. And we're just gonna try to run through here real quick. Which actually, okay, that wasn't too bad. That was actually very easy. Oh boy. And then take another turn to get up here. Okay. I feel like she's like just really, and maybe I leveled up my shock troopers up a decent amount. Oh, I didn't get close enough this time. I think he was here.
I'll shoot.
Let's try that. It bounced off of him. Cool.
Awaiting orders.
All right. Okay, face her that way so she can shoot that dude. Oh, did they like update it? Because I know people who have hacked PS3s. I don't think I'd ever call anything uncrackable. There's way too, I feel like that's way too much confidence in anything, so. But you know, like maybe right now you can't. Okay, and we're gonna take Jan back here, blow this thing. The mortar is too dangerous to leave alone. It has to be this one. And I don't think this has a mortar on it. I think it's only this one. No, they both do, maybe.
You got it, hon.
Ah. Well, I think eventually somebody will figure it out. Like, eventually Sony's gonna have to stop updating that platform, and it will give people time to look at it more, I'm sure. That's not to say it'll come anytime soon. I mean, like the Saturn. I like Jan. I know I know a lot of people probably think Jan's a problem, but I like him. Yeah. Eventually, I know they recently patched the PS Vita again too. So. Okay, so let's move everyone back. And then...
I understand.
Should I send her out? I'm not going to send her out.
I've located the enemy.
Ugh. Yeah, let's not send her out. Let's put it back here. I thought about it, but then I was like, this mission's only survived 3 turns, so it's not a big deal. And then... I'll use her to take out the sniper. And I think we're finally going to get past the first turn.
Good night. The hunt continues. Sweet dreams.
Yeah, but I mean, at some point, Sony's going to stop with the PS3, I feel like. Like, I don't think they'll, you know, patch it forever. What do I want to do? I could snipe again, but I'm already kind of low on sniping ammo. I could kill him. Or I could move Jan back forward, because it's going to be a while for him to get back. So I'll move him up and get him back up with everybody else. And probably take a shot at that tank. Where do I want Jandy to be? Let's actually keep him back a little bit. I'm a little worried because I think that tank does have a mortar on it as well. I don't know if in the later games the other characters will fire along a mortar. I don't think they assist. There we go. But yeah, I mean, like my biggest hope is that Sony, you know, keeps the PS3, you know, as online as long as possible. You know, that would be my hope, but it's not always that easy. I really don't know the benefit. Like, most PS3 games are not region locked as far as I know. So I really think the only benefit would be fan translated games, which I don't know if there's any like PS3 fan translated games. I would assume there probably are some. I think you can get a patched version of the Japanese version of Nier for the one that includes the younger brother instead of the dad. And I think think that has like an English translation in it. There's limited set of PS2 classics on PS4, and those actually are upscaled to HD, so they do run at like 1080p or something like that.
I'm a pacifist.
But Susie, please. But you can't just like put a PS2 disc in, and like it's not a large portion of the library. And I mean, this is the problem with all of most modern backwards compatibility, even in Microsoft's case, is that typically they want to resell you this stuff, so they can't just say, hey, all PS2 games work on your PS4, hey, all Xbox games work on your original Xbox. Typically, a lot of times, because they have to you know, tweak the games for tweak the games for release, because, you know, emulation isn't perfect. So you do get the benefit of like, hey, you don't have like this huge widespread approach to emulation with these games, so it makes sure that you get a quality experience kind of a thing. Because a lot of the problem with emulation is that you kind of don't really know how accurate it is. And admittedly, like even emulation on like the Mega Man Legacy Collection on PS4 and Xbox One has like a ton of problems. And from what I recall, because Frank Cifaldi worked on that, and he's like the Video Game History Museum group or whatever they're called. I think that's what they're called, the Video Game History Museum. Does that hurt them? Oh, nice. It did kill him. He worked on that game, and I think he was saying that like they just wanted to use like a standard emulator, but Capcom wouldn't let them because emulator has like a bad name to it, so they did a bunch of stuff to like
You're in the way of progress. It's a mistake of history you oily scum are still around.
I forgot what I was saying now.
She had a
Because
dream.
cutscene.
A dream that stood fast, even in a Gallia rocked by war.
If you haven't played Valkyria Chronicles before, people with darker hair are basically the inferior race of this game that people try to kill.
Where dark sons lived in peace and equality with everyone.
Called Dark Sins.
Well, her dream is my dream now. And I will fight for it with my life, for as long as prejudice and violence reign.
And you won't fight alone. I took up this gun to defend the small, to protect the weak. If ignorant tyrants aim to harm them, I'll take aim as well. And if you think I'll hesitate to pull the trigger,
Or if they added that little bit of dialogue just to be like, hey, here's some more character development for these other characters that are part of this. I don't know how they decided like who would be a part of this group. I don't recall if this group was like a thing in the main game or if they were kind of their separate own thing. So I think this turn what I want to do is get rid of this tank. Is my ultimate goal. And I could risk a double damage on Jan. But I think what I'm going to do is just kill everything and then just run Jan up there. Oh, he's almost dead. I'm going to leave him alone. Okay. Who else can I shoot? This guy. I want this guy again. Good. Oh, does Attack on Titan have like racism stuff in it? I really like the Darkson stuff in Valkyria Chronicles. I'm really glad they got away from it, mainly because it was just tiring. Like yes, racism is bad. Don't do it. But like after 3 games, well, let me take that back. After 2 games, I only played Valkyria Chronicles 1 and 2. After 2 games of I forgot Susie's not gonna actually shoot anybody, which is a pain. Oh, she did. Good. Okay, cool. But after, you know, 2 games of, oh no, the Darksons, like, I don't need more of it. Like, the Darksons are still a thing in Valkyria Chronicles 4, they're just not the focus of a conflict there. So. Oops. I'm not sure what to do about that other guy back there, but I think I'll probably ignore him for now. I really don't know enough about like anything about Attack on Titan. When I was at a video game, or not a video game, anime convention here 3 years ago or something like that, and I went to the like maid cafe there, which is not very good, but you know they tried. But I got like sat down with like these 2 high school kids, and they told me all about Attack on Titan. I'm just like, okay. I just don't know anything about it. I had an uncle that really liked Attack on Titan, actually, now that I think about it. I missed. Oh, I missed. Okay, yeah. It's like, yeah. I get it. Oh my god, I didn't hit the radiator, I hit the side of the tank. Alright. Alright, here's the plan. We're gonna put Jan back here, we're gonna heal him and stock him up on ammo, and we're gonna blow that tank up. And that's all that's gonna happen this turn.
Yes, right away.
Okay, he's got his ammo back. Let's heal him.
That feels
Okay, get him back here. Give everyone their stuff back. Okay. Just called the Asian. I used to make fun of this, I used to buy this seasoning. It's like, is it McCorbin or something like that? It's like some just like American seasoning brand or whatever. And one of the flavors were just called Asian. I was like, yes, my Asian seasoning. It was actually not bad seasoning, but it just really made me laugh that it was just like a bottle that said Asian on it, and that was it. Okay. I'm gonna use her, I think, for now to kind of like clear out some of these back road stuff. I don't really want to move Eddie away because she's the only shock trooper up there.
New hostile found.
Okay, there's another tank back there. Okay. Alright, I think we're okay with where she got there. Oh, I should heal her though. Or use her heal. Okay. I think next turn's the last turn. even though these are like just, hey, survive the 3 turns, I always prefer to like take out as many people as possible. Okay, where did they appear? Oh, a scout behind us. I don't know if anyone's facing backwards. I don't know if that's going to be a problem or not. It might be, because I think as long as they get here, it says reinforcement reaches the village. So if this ends the mission, I might have to leave someone dedicated to facing backwards. That's probably going to end up being Eddie, actually. Because, like, up here, at least when they start getting closer, they, like, stop from the crossfire stuff. But back here, there's not a lot of space. And, yeah.
No, they've got us.
So, I'm going to need to plant a shock trooper in the back there. Which I don't think will be a problem. It just means I have to do this again. I don't know if this game had the fast turn thing. Like, the Valkyria Chronicles 4 had it where you could basically turn off the enemy moves. It would basically fast forward through it all. But I didn't really mess with it much. I think I turned it on for like 1 mission and felt weird being a Valkyria Chronicles fan, not sitting there and watching everybody run around for like 30 minutes. A huge waste of time, but... Alright. Let's do this again. Only taken me an hour to get past the first mission of this DLC. I think once we get this set up, though, it won't be a problem. Alright, so Eddie, I don't need to really face her backwards right now. I think it's fine how it is right now. Okay, so I'm gonna take this person out. Oh, jeez. Easy enough.
Sweet dreams.
I played a lot of games this weekend, or last weekend, I guess. You probably saw on Twitter, Alex, but like I played Shining Resonance, I played Chibi Robo, Ziplash, I played Sonic Riders stuff. I think I might cheat my way through Sonic Riders because the campaign for Sonic Riders is surprisingly hard to get the gold medals, and I really just want to play those Sega tracks. And I have an action replay that I use for launching Game Boy Advance games. Here we go.
I'll shoot.
If I ran, well, the thing is I have to like defend that point, and so I don't really need like. Once I get the advantage, yeah, I probably don't really need to move much. Admittedly, I kind of need this lady to come up here and get rid of this sniper, because otherwise, this sniper is going to one-shot somebody. So,
No hostile
Alright.
found.
you can see.
I'll shoot.
Anyways, but yeah, I'm probably playing too aggressively, but I also like playing more aggressively. I feel like.
Awaiting orders.
I'm not particularly looking for the most efficient path to victory here. But I think that's part of it. Like, you do have to partially be aggressive to some extent.
You sure?
Like, do I need to take out that other tank? If it's not shooting mortars at me, probably not, but I'm worried it's going to shoot mortars at me. Like, I don't know if if it can't shoot mortars from that far, or if it's going to not move up or will move up. Admittedly, I screwed up my moves with Jan real bad last turn. I like shot 3 rockets, yet still didn't kill that tank.
Sorry, honey.
So, oh whoops! I thought that was the end of his movement, but that was just picking up the dead body. So, I think I'll be fine though. I think we're on the right path. I think Eddie just should be faced the other way
Just leave it all to me, folks. What? That's not. I can't
to deal with
do.
the these guys that spawn right there, because she'll tear through those people as they get closer. Where these, I really just need people to like peck at these guys over here. So
I've located the enemy.
I don't really need these guys to be like there's a lot of room between here and there. So I think we'll probably be fine.
Sorry if this
Good, she shot.
hurts. Enemy
Yeah, that's the thing, Alex. I was like, do I really want to keep grinding this game out? I feel like I'm having problems with getting the shortcuts right and stuff. Like, there's a lot of shortcuts where I don't really know what it wants me to do, because I was reading in the manual that there's like kind of two types of jump. Well, I guess you could say 4 types of jumps. But there's like the jump while holding back, then a jump while going forward, like a normal jump, and it's also like the charge jump, and that charge jump can be combined with like going forward or pulling back. I do really like that game a lot, but yeah, like I think because there's only 2 cups, it's just like it's surprisingly challenging, and I'm just kind of focusing on the first cup right now, but it's also getting kind of repetitive, so I don't know. But I do like the game, and I feel like I've kind of figured out, like, I feel like if I were to continue to get better at Sonic Riders, I probably would just play the next Sonic Riders games. But yeah, I like that game a lot, though. It's really cool. All right, what do I want to do with the rest of my turn here? Sniping with Marina is the easiest
The hunt begins.
answer, always. Sniping in most Valkyria Chronicles games is the easiest answer. So I want to get rid of the sniper for sure.
Nothing personal.
Sweet dreams.
But I'm really glad I played it. But yeah, I might give it a little more time, because I feel like I'm still getting better. But I do feel like if you mess up in Sonic Riders, you just kind of mess up, and the Grand Prix is kind of shot. It's kind of how it feels. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this tank again. It's probably not really worth it, but I kind of want to get up here anyways with Jam. Okay.
You're not alone.
He missed. Oh! I feel like this game is not as forgiving when it comes to the accuracy and like these skills that get in the way. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I don't know what causes me to land poorly in some cases. Like, sometimes I feel like I did a trick well, but the game is like, Sonic landed improperly, and he's lost some speed. What I'm doing here. I'll give it some more time, and then if I can't,
I'm a pacifist.
if I can I'll give it this weekend. If I can't get past it this weekend, I'll go ahead and just use action replay and unlock everything. Play as Ulala and play the special tracks and leave it at that. But you're probably right that my time's better spent elsewhere. Even later Sonic Riders games even. So
Sorry if this hurts.
that's my first Sonic racing game though. It's really fascinating to see kind of what they've done with that. I don't know. I assume the other Sonic racing games, the more recent ones, are probably more in line with Mario Kart. I could be wrong with that. But because Sonic Riders feels like its own thing. Like, no part of that game feels like Mario Kart to me. Even the items, even though they're there, barely feel like they're relevant. I thought about putting more time into Shining Resonance this week, and I'm really enjoying Shining Resonance. Well, let me take that back. Shining Resonance is a pretty okay JRPG that I am enjoying. There's like a decent set of characters in that game. But watching Real Life got in the way. And the thing with Real Life is it seems like it didn't get like a second season. So I watched the first 13 episodes of Real Life. Oh, Eddie. Please. So I'm guessing somebody shot Eddie and she turned around is probably what happened there. So maybe what I should do is I should place Eddie behind the spawn line and have her just shoot people from there. You can't tell people to just keep looking one direction. If somebody shoots them, they'll turn. So if everybody gets turned and faced the other way, then that scout that shows up there is just going to win. I don't think there's any mines in this game. I don't know if Valkyria Chronicles has any lines. Well, that's good to know, Alex, because I would prefer that the games are different, like really different. So I'm not a huge fan of the drift stuff. My audio
The slaughter at
cut out for
Mulberry
some reason.
War is cruelly casual and
There we go.
still
I got it. Okay. I think it was just my audio, so I think you guys still have audio from what I can tell. And I do want to check out Sonic Free Riders. I was looking at some Kinect games the other day and seeing if I could find anything fairly cheap, but I couldn't find anything that looked super valuable. Okay.
You, sure.
I'm not even going to kill this scout guy. I don't think he's going to be a problem to jam. Well, I will kill him, but not this turn. This tank just does so much damage to the sniper. So.
Sorry, honey.
Okay, so we'll snipe this dude. Snipe the other dude. We'll move Eddie to the very back, or at least back enough.
Good night. Sweet dreams.
And hopefully it works out. I'm trying to remember like how many Valkyria Chronicles missions I've ever played that it's difficult that just has normal soldiers. And I don't know if I know of any other map actually. Like admittedly this is DLC, so you have already played the main game, so maybe they expect a lot more out of you. I'm okay with this. Oh, I need to kill the sniper too. Let me make sure I do that as well.
Taking action now.
Get up there.
New hostile found. Hiding won't save you.
I actually don't know what ambush spotter does.
Hiding won't save you.
I assume it's giving me some kind of performance boost. It looks like I do more damage maybe because the shots to kill was a lot lower.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely give it a shot. That's a little concerning that it's way harder than the first since I'm already having problems with the first one.
Taking action now.
But as long as it's fun to play, that's what matters most to me. So like I don't really care about coming in first or anything like that, as long as I'm enjoying myself. All right, let me shoot you in the butt with all this lag.
Here goes. Awaiting orders.
But yeah, what I was saying earlier with Real Life, there's only one season that actually got an anime, so there's 13 episodes for one season, and then the second part is in OVA, which is 4 episodes. But the part, like, I think the story gets pretty interesting in the second half of Real Life, or at least like what they present. And I've read enough at this point that I know it gets more interesting. Let's put Eddie like. I don't want to put her too far back because I'm worried she won't see them. So let's do something like this. But yeah, so instead of releasing a second season, I assume because it didn't do well enough, they just put like a 4-episode OVA out, and
You can depend on me.
and because of like what the episode 13 set up with that series, I really didn't want to just like cut it short. So I decided to go read the manga instead, which is actually in a manhwa style. It's a Japanese artist, but it reads like a Korean manhwa. So that was kind of interesting, because I don't know if I've ever read a Japanese manga that's in that style, the webtoon style. So that's been kind of interesting. I mean, it's basically just a Korean manhwa, so if you've already read a Korean manhwa, you know what you expect. Instead of, like 15 to 20 pages of black and white images, it's full color and it's like very center focused, and you basically just scroll down a page and it's kind of like one big long page all the way down. And then I'll move Jan back up.
Sure.
Alright, hopefully she's enough to stop all these guys from trying to approach.
Die for me, sweetie.
I'll stand with you.
Okay, so those guys turned and shot. So now they're both facing... No, he turned back around, actually. They both turned around. Why would you do that? Don't look at me. Oh my gosh. This is the worst. Okay. Well, dang it. I didn't realize they turned and looked when they assisted you. That's weird. I don't think they do that in the other games. That is not good, actually. I might have to not shoot that turn. Okay. Oh man, Eddie's actually pretty far back from that reinforcement. Hopefully she gets time to shoot him. Okay, she's turning. Okay, good. I don't know what caused it to turn, but as long as she does it, fine. I don't know how I did so like well on this turn before. Like, I don't know what killed the scout that was back there the first time. If I just had somebody out there shooting him, or if he got stuck. Oh, Susie.
I'm a pacifist.
I like the vertical scrolling manga. I like manhwa in general. I've read a lot of good series. And what's nice about it, like, because webtoons like know they're going to be in a browser, they can implement some other like silly gimmicks and stuff. But obviously that. Oh boy, God damn it.
No, they've gotten through to the...
This is troublesome. I really did not expect to have this much trouble with this. I'm very surprised. Okay. How about this? We're not going to take the shock trooper to go kill the sniper. We're going to take the scout. Because if the scout can survive the run up that hill, I can leave both shock troopers down here and have them try to intercept both reinforcements. Well, the reinforcements on top and the other soldiers coming in. Well, Alex, there's only 3 turns, so you really don't need a checkpoint. But like Valkyria Chronicles, if you leave, at least in the later ones, if you leave the enemy movements on, it's actually a very slow game. Despite it, kind of touting the what's it called part of it, the action part of the game. So, admittedly, like Valkyria Chronicles 2 is very snappy because all the areas are super short and confined, and the number of units that are on each section of the map is significantly lower than this game and Valkyria Chronicles 4. So everything kind of moves at a really brisk pace.
Sorry, honey.
So, Jan, you go back there. Okay. So what I'm not going to take the sniper shot on him. I'm going to take Eddie back there.
Taking the stage.
And I'm going to set Eddie up to get this reinforcement guy. And while she's doing that, I'm going to kill this guy. So I think I wasted her turn last turn. Not shooting anybody.
Get ready.
Good. And I think the dude spawns like right there. So I think she'll be able to just kind of like throw it into him. Or worse, he spawns right below her and she doesn't see him at all. I guess now looking at that, I probably should have put her on the other side, is what I probably should have done. All right, and then I'll try to get Susie up this hill and see what happens. All right.
I've located the enemy.
We can run past this guy. I'm just gonna shoot this guy before we even get up the hill. Oh, he's a scout. He's not even a shock trooper. The next person's a shock trooper is what it is. I'm gonna run past this scout. Because I need to kill this shock trooper. Okay, nice.
Enemy neutralized.
Alright. Dang, she's gonna get like right up to him. I might actually have her come back down as well. She's gonna have to grenade him, so she doesn't have a choice. She's not gonna be able to kill him in the grass otherwise.
I understand.
Well, actually, I was gonna have her come back around and kill the scout, but I think the problem with that... Oh, shoot! She has a what's it called? Errol. She has a I forget what this is called. It's like a rifle mortar thing. I might be able to shoot up the hill with this and get him. How you doing, Errol? You doing good? I've been stuck on this mission for about an hour and 10 minutes, so you have not missed anything. So next time if we do this, I'm going to try to shoot up the hill and hit him without ever coming up here. Because that would be the more ideal thing to do. I'm going to set her here because I do want her to shoot this guy. She might die, though. Hopefully not. And then I'll move her back and against this wall here. You know what? Let's put her right here, even though it's kind of close to the mortar. I want her to be further up. Grenade launcher, thank you. That's a very simple word that I forgot. And then use the sniper to do her snipery things. Okay. So I want to kill the sniper first. And then... Whoops. We'll go ahead and just use all our sniper ammo this turn. But yeah, so I basically ended up reading like the entire second half of Re-Life last night. Fallen Performance is inevitably what happened. So I have like 20 or 30 chapters left, but after this stream, I'm probably just going to read that until I go to bed. And then hopefully be done with it. Do I want to turn him around? I'm going to leave him facing this way for right now, because I'm worried that if Eddie's too far up, she's not going to actually try to hit him. So, and we'll just keep taking these guys out for now. Do they T-pose when they die?
Sweet dreams.
I didn't notice it. Alright. I feel pretty good about this turn. Okay, he spawned up ahead of Eddie, so that should be fine. Because he's going to have to cross in front of her either way. Don't you... Okay, thank God. I was worried he's going to jump over that little thing. He's going to die. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. I haven't talked a lot about Chibi Robo Ziplash yet, but that's a bizarre game. It mainly because of the progression. Like, I know people generally didn't love Chibi Robo Ziplash, but I was thinking that it was mostly because of the like fact that it's a platformer rather than like I don't know what you would even call Chibi Robo, like oh, what's it called? Oh, you guys gonna play Apex? You guys should play Apex. I'm gonna sit here and watch everybody get shot. That's what's gonna happen. But yeah, Chibi Robo Ziplash, like it's structured like a Mario game because it's like a platformer. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, he's dead. It's structured like a Mario game, so you have like the individual worlds. So you have like world 1-1 through 1-6, and then you have to beat 1 through 1-1 through 1-6 to get past it, which sounds super normal. Until you realize that after you beat a level, you basically have to hit these like UFOs, and when you hit the UFO, you get like a little like spinning wheel thing where you can stop the spinning wheel and then it'll like, you know, spin a bit more further and then stop, kind of like, I guess you'd call it like Wheel of Fortune style or something like that. Yeah, this is a good turn. I think we're good. Unless somebody gets through this defense, I think we made the right choice here for the most part. So it spins, and so you get like, okay, I got a 2, and then so you go, like if you're on world 1-1, you end up on like 1-3 if you roll a 2. So you don't even touch 1-2. I thought she'd get hit. I don't think she's dead, but yeah, she got hurt a little bit. That's fine. I could use the engineer to fix the barricades too for this turn.
Look, there's a...
And we already watched this cutscene. So when you beat World 1-3, you get another random roll, and then, well, not really random, but it's like a timed roll. And so you kind of do that as you go around this wheel of the world. The problem is that like if you land on 1-1 again, you have to play World 1-1 again. And there's no way to skip it. You just have to play through it again. And you know, those missions they're not super long. They're like 3 to 5 minutes. I didn't know poison was even a status in this game. It doesn't take that long to finish them, but like if you get multiple levels in a row, it's like, you know, 3 to 5 minutes. Whoops, stop doing that. Just repair. Then like that's a lot of time. Like if you get 3 levels, that's like 15 minutes, you know, or you know, theoretically 15. I'm having a hard time repairing these things. There we go. There we go. Okay. Do I want to try to move up with him at all? I don't think I want to try to move up with him at all yet. So we're just going to leave him here. Oh, there's a mortar here, though. I should move him back, actually. So put him back here. I think Eddie's okay where she's at right now. Lynn, I'm gonna move back up, even though she's gonna get hit by the mortar again. It didn't really do a lot of damage to her, and I'll just heal her real quick. So I think that will be fine. All right. So yeah, Chibi Robo Ziplash is just a bizarre game. I will finish it, but I guess I just didn't really expect it. Oh boy, Susie. Okay, she's okay. I'm gonna just shoot this guy in the gut rather than risk her dying. I'm gonna double up and kill this guy.
I understand.
I probably shouldn't. 3 hits to the gut as well. Okay. Nice. All right. I'm trying to think if I want to put her up. I'm worried if I put her on cover up there, she won't.
Located an enemy.
Okay. There's a guy down there. I'm just gonna poke her back here. Make sure there's nobody there. Make sure there's nobody here either.
I've located an enemy.
Okay. We'll just shove her in this corner. She's gonna be a problem if anybody goes for her. Take Jan up there. So yeah, I'll go ahead and finish that. I did play a little bit of the other Chibi Robo games as well. I forgot how like goofy the original Chibi Robo is on GameCube. The person I'm doing the Lost Kingdom, or one of the people I'm doing the Lost Kingdoms 2 podcast with, is like really into GameCube games right now, or maybe is always into GameCube games. I don't know, and it's made me really want to play more GameCube games again. like seeing them talk about a bunch of GameCube games, like I never did anything. Like I didn't do anything around Piano 3. Like when I played Piano 3, I wasn't really making any sort of content online. At least I don't recall that I was making anything around that time. I was writing articles, but you know, I was maybe putting something out like once a month or something, and it was pretty random what I was putting out. So, shock trooper and a scout. Okay, I just didn't want a sniper to randomly hit me. He's in the mortar range though, and he's hurting. I'm not going to worry about these guys on the left here. It's not worth it. With how much we've had to repeat this mission. Just keep them safe. I think that's a pretty tiny heal, right? Yeah, 100. So. I'm gonna snipe somebody. I think Eddie's okay where she's at. Oh, these guys are in cover though. This might take a couple turns. Okay. Where is that reinforcement? Okay, spawns in the same spot every time. Good. I assume he's gonna try to run up. I feel like Valkyria Chronicles 2, the rate at which people dodged attacks like that, where they went to the ground, like, raised significantly. Maybe because there's more boss characters in Valkyria Chronicles 2 versus, I think, this game. I feel like there's only a couple instances of really having, like, humanoid boss characters in this game. But I think in Valkyria Chronicles 2 and Valkyria Chronicles 4, you actually had quite a few of them. The sisters in Valkyria Chronicles 4. Have you played any of these games, Alex, by the way? I don't know if we've ever talked about it or not. I know Zero has mentioned having some interest in it, but I don't think he's ever got around to playing them. Anthony picked up the original one when it was re-released, but I think he may have picked up Valkyria Chronicles 4 as well. Now I think about it, so. But I don't really. I'm trying to think if I know anyone who's really invested a lot of time in this series. I mean, it's popular enough that I'm not sitting there saying like, "Oh, nobody plays Valkyria Chronicles." Although Valkyria Chronicles 4 did not sell well, to my understanding. So, but all right, that's fine.
Homer, how's the evacuation going?
About 80% complete and counting. No civilian casualties so far.
Things are going well.
I guess you're just that good.
Oh, whoops.
As long as you all keep following my orders, we'll make it through this. No problem.
You played 2. Okay. Did you
Now
beat
hang
2?
in there, darlings. It won't be long now.
Roger that, sweetie.
Understood.
Leave it to us.
I'm undecided if I like Valkyria Chronicles 2 or 4 more.
Roger.
And like I was saying with this game early on, like I don't really have a lot of strong memories of this game. So it's hard for me to say how this game holds up in comparison. Okay.
Yes, right away.
Valkyria Chronicles 2 just has like a lot of really good side story stuff with its like, you know, characters like this, you know, like each character has their own little bit of story and it's all really well put together. I feel like it is kind of, you know, stereotypical anime stuff for the most part, but I think it's really well implemented. And you know, if you feel like you have you get a lot more out of these like side character stuff. And I like Yvonne too. I'm a big fan of like Vice from Skies of Arcadia, and Vaughn feels like Vice if Vice was like super hot-headed. So, did I say Valkyria Drive? I'm sorry. I know Valkyria Drive is a completely different thing. I have not played Valkyria Drive, and I don't know if I ever will. Not out of some sort of principle or anything. Just I have no real reason to play Valkyria Drive or Valkyrie Drive, whatever it's called. Valkyrie Drive was a thing. I'm surprised Valkyrie Drive just like cratered. I don't know anybody who likes Valkyrie Drive or anything. Admittedly, I think it had some like incestuous stuff in it, so I think some people were not. I think some people are like, obviously incest is a thing that is not accepted for sure. But I think when you're in the anime audience, you kind of expect some of it just based off anime. Obviously, every time it actually happens, that everyone's like, but we're not blood related, so it's okay. And it's like, all right. But I think Valkyrie Drive may have been just like straight up actual incest between the two sisters. Although, you know, were they actually romantically involved is... Oh, Ben, don't be dumb. You just gotta survive a turn. Don't risk things. But I remember very risque things going on between the two girls in that game. Maybe not surprising from the creators of Senran and Kagura. I still don't know what Senran Kagura game I want to play though. I'm undecided on that. It hasn't been a very high priority, so I haven't had to worry about it too much. All right. So I probably could just end this turn, but we'll try to take this guy out at least. I heard someone argue that Valkyria Chronicles 3 is the best in the series, but not having played 3 or really even seen much 3 at all, outside of some very brief gameplay footage, I really don't know what to think about that. It looks very much like Valkyria Chronicles 2, but in playing Valkyria Chronicles 1, like this feels pretty dang close to Valkyria Chronicles 4 in terms of like the immediate action of it. So, let's just. I don't really have anything to do this turn. I could sit there and keep sniping people, but I don't know if I really need to. Oh, shoot! I forgot to put the shock trooper back there! Okay, we stopped the scout. I'm worried the shock trooper's gonna come running in, though. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I may have wasted all of our efforts by not putting the shock trooper back. Oh, I'm a dummy. I'm very afraid of that shock trooper at the south side of the map right now. Okay, Eddie's got this. This is fine. Oh, Ben, you're an idiot. Oh, okay. He stopped. Whew. That could have been bad if he didn't get, if what's face wasn't facing that way to stop him.
All the villagers are out safe. Now we just have to keep up a front as we pull out.
This is the medic. Repeat, this is the medic. Come in. If anyone
I forgot Fiona's in this game.
please.
Wait, there's an incoming wireless signal.
Corporal Stark is down. Condition critical. We don't have
She doesn't look very much like Fiona, though. I'm pretty sure she's supposed to be, but like she does look very off-model compared to actual Fiona.
What? That's not. That can't be true.
Edie, are you all right?
This isn't good. It's another of her panic attacks.
Oh no, she gets panic attacks.
I haven't told her off nearly enough. There's so much left to rub in her face. She can't die. No, it's just not. No.
This voice acting
Get a hold of yourself, Edie.
is
Homer?
pretty rough. Part of me felt like the voice acting hadn't improved much in the series, but
Sorry, Miss Edie.
I feel like it has maybe improved significantly.
But you're in command right now. If you lose your cool, then the whole detachment's finished.
I'm not sure how this compares against like other like, you know, Japanese
Please, just
games
calm down.
at that time.
We're all with you on
I guess
this.
Nier
Tell
came
us
out pretty
what to
soon
do.
after this, and Nier is pretty dang great dub.
We'll do everything we can to back you up. You go help Miss Rosie.
Maybe Nier was like 2 years later. 1 year later? I feel like Nier was 2009, but maybe I'm
There should be an
Misthinking that.
opening in the enemy's perimeter south of here.
If any of those nasty tanks are in the way, I'll be happy to blow them right up, hon.
I'm not the buddy-buddy type, but you have my support.
We'll hold things down here. You go take care of Rosie.
Guys, well, I suppose so. If you're also insistent, I'll go help her at once.
Admittedly, I would imagine when they were voicing these
I
people
trust you all
originally,
can handle this, lovelies. Oh, and
like
Homer?
they probably weren't going for like I'm sure Gunther and stuff like that. Is that his name? The main character's name? I think it was Gunther. I'm sure they probably got the top dollar when it came to voice acting versus
Savor it,
these characters.
darling.
That's our Edie. Now, order me around. We're awaiting your orders.
All right, listen up. It's a two-front defense.
Do you have any
rescue
thoughts, Alex, on
mission.
why Valkyrie
Squad
Drive
17
didn't really like rub
detachment, get
people
back
the
to work.
right way? Because I feel like it very much has a lot of overlap with Senran Kagura, but maybe it's just the girls didn't like have as much. I don't know. Maybe people just don't like the girls as much. I didn't even look at the objective. I'm gonna assume it's clear out the rest of the map. Oh, I have to reach the destination in 20 turns. Okay. Destination being up there. Okay. So at least we don't have that person spawning back there anymore. I'm gonna send
I'll do my very best.
her up. What does their health look like? Can I see that from here? I gotta poke my head around the corner. Health. Okay, they're both pretty full on health.
Hiding won't save you.
I'm gonna try to take out both of them. It's not gonna work, honestly. I know this is not gonna work. I probably should have used a grenade instead, but here I am. Cause yeah, 13 to kill. I'm gonna guess. The thing is that if I do this, this guy's gonna absorb some of the shots. Let me try this though. Nice. Okay, cool. I did get it.
Awaiting orders.
Is more blunt is maybe why. Okay. It is interesting that like, you know, I feel like a lot of those series kind of live on like teasing but not showing too much, because as soon as you start showing too much, then people like it just becomes pornographic at that point, and I think people don't like it as much. It's very strange. I guess you're keeping some part of it somewhat sacred, I guess. Like maybe people like to be teased more than they like to just see like part of it. I don't know. It's hard for me. Like I really like Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash, but it is very difficult for me to really relate to the fan service part of it, just because I don't really get into that stuff very much. So, okay. I'm just gonna run Jan around the corner. We're just gonna dash at that tank and hopefully Jan. Get lost in these muscles. Oh, this is a heavy tank. Ah, shit, this is a heavy tank. Oh!
Die for me, sweetie.
I don't know if that thing's gonna fire back. Oh. Jan has 12 HP. Jan has 12 HP. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I shoulda went around. Okay, so the thing is, though, is that at least Jan having 12 HP, I think I have a medic now. Maybe? I don't know. The cutscene had a medic in it. God damn it. Ugh. There's really no way for me to get him out of this. Oh, I'm a mess upper.
I'll do my very best.
Okay. Okay. Don't get hit, Jan. Okay. I was worried that... Oh, hello, you. I was worried that Jan was going to get hit by the tank trying to shoot this lady. Okay. So, I should have used Eddie, because she doesn't have enough movement to get around there. But Eddie's way back there. Shoot. I don't know if I can pass through this tree either. I'm going to try to get the shock trooper up there, but I don't feel like the shock troopers can pierce the radiator. Oh, no. That's a wall. Okay. Well, I hope we have a medic now, because Jan's in a little bit of a predicament there. Oh, I was hopeful we'd finish this mission tonight, but maybe we won't. All right, Eddie. Move up. Part of me just wants to end the turn to see what happens to Jan. I mean, there's not really a lot I can do about the position. Jan's gonna die. As soon as I cross here, that tank's gonna start shooting and it's gonna hit Jan. So I guess we're gonna find out if Jan can live, if I can get a medic on Jan or not.
I'm just resting.
Nope.
I'm at the end of the line, honey. I'm pulling out.
And there's a bunch of mines over here. Okay. So what did we learn, Alex? What did we learn? We learned that there's a path that goes right here, and this goes around behind the tank. The other path does not. That's a heavy tank there, not a light tank, so I can't just walk up through it. I don't know what the relevance of permanent death is in this DLC. I don't know how many missions this DLC is. I'm worried I'll lose my Lancer. It looks like I might be able to just save during missions, which I could be misremembering, but if I can just save during missions, I've messed up real bad this whole night. Damn it. It's a good stream. Very entertaining. Good for you. Not entertaining at all. Oh, jeez. This is kind of... Yeah. I feel so bad. It's one of those things where, like, if I were playing alone, I'd be upset, but I wouldn't really, like, feel bad about it. Be like, ah, Ben, you're doing your Ben thing. Not thinking right. Admittedly, when you're streaming, it's harder to think everything through because you're also thinking about what you're talking about and stuff and trying to hold conversations and stuff. But at least we have to try to shoot the grenade up the wall. I'm just worried that if I do it that way, I might actually end up missing him. And then I won't be able to do the turn properly. I have to restart again. We'll try pointing it up there. I don't know if I'll actually shoot it, but I'm curious if I can shoot it up there. Or, like, angle it up there. I think really getting the scout around there is not a problem, though. So I'm not really worried about it. All right, Mark. Have a good night. You're not missing anything. We may beat this mission tonight, and I do not blame you for leaving. More of this. All right. We will prevail. We will push on. The first mission of downloadable content. I was like, oh, maybe I'll get through all of this tonight. Even if this is just one mission, which I'm going to guess it's not just one mission, we still have we have at least one other story-ish DLC with Selvaria, and then like 6 additional maps at that point, which maybe we won't do the 6 additional maps depending on how it goes, because those 6 additional maps don't have like story related to them, but at the same time, I don't know, we'll see how long it takes. My sound got very loud. Oh, I didn't know Senekagura even showed any kind of immunity at all. Okay, so Eddie turns around and goes back. That's what we decided last time. I'm gonna, even though I think the other side might be smarter for Eddie, I'm still gonna shove her in this corner here. I don't particularly regret putting her right here. So. Also, all the women have like boob armor in this game. Like, what does Jan have? Does he have like armor for his man boobs? Are these all women? Oh no, the masochist guy's here. So they're just like metal plates mounted on their boobs. Okay. So Lynn, we're gonna move back for sure. I'm gonna move Lynn up for 1 second. I know I shouldn't risk anything, but we're still gonna do it. I'm just gonna take this guy out real quick. Try to get an extra use out of her this turn. And then just move her back.
Awaiting orders.
Right. I'm gonna put her here, and she'll be fine. Okay.
You can depend on me.
Let's go get that sniper. Oh.
I've located the enemy.
Alright, we're okay.
Enemy spotted. I've located the enemy.
I think we're okay on this guy.
Enemy spotted.
This guy hurts.
Sorry, this hurts. Enemy neutralized.
She doesn't have blue armor, but she's a scout, which is probably why. So I'm gonna guess the engineer doesn't have armor on his chest.
An enemy.
I don't have any male shock troopers on this mission, so. Oh, I need her to be down actually. But at least I turned him on. Not turned him on.
I never wanted to fight.
Discovered him so I could
I've
grenade him.
located the enemy.
I also forgot to try to shoot the grenade up the wall, but it's fine.
I'm a pacifist.
I keep forgetting that I'm also risking that she won't shoot them when she comes up here.
Enemy neutralized.
I'm just gonna hide her for now. Because I'm a little worried with how low her health is. Oh my gosh, this grass patch is a problem for this game. Just stick her right there. Let her take some time to get healed up. Okay, so that's there, that's set. Sniper needs to die.
Sweet dreams.
She can go right here. Okay.
Understood.
Whoops, I didn't want to do that. I just want to see the scout back here.
Good night.
I do like the snipers in this game just have a lot more impact to them than the other games. I'm not sure why.
Sweet dreams.
Like, I guess their bullets feel a lot wider, and when they hit, they just like have like a little explosion kind of thing with it. Yeah. All right, so do I want to move Jan up this turn? I'm just gonna snipe the other scout.
Begins.
So we do this. One less guy to worry about. It's always funny, like, what causes a game to slow down sometimes. Like, sometimes it doesn't seem like it would be a problem. There's this room in Castlevania 64 called, I guess, the lag candle. And essentially what happens is you enter this room, it's a square room, and there's one candle in it. And you just break it, and you get, like, a key from it or something. But in doing that, you enter that room, and the room is, like, it's on a path that's on the outer side of the level. And the door faces inward to the level. And so you go into this room, and it's just this one square room with a candle. And the assumption, I think, is I don't know if anyone's done any real research into this, is that this one tiny room is actually technically a part of the large main room of that area. So it loads that entire main room, and because you're so far out and facing inward, that entire main room is actually loaded because you're facing it. And a lot of Nintendo 64 games will deload stuff that you cannot see in order to save on, like, memory and stuff. So when you enter that room, you're literally loading the entire main area of that place, in addition to this tiny room with the candle. And so the game is just like, you open this room and it's just like one candle, and the lag just goes like, ugh. You just get in there and you like break it, get the key, turn around, leave, and then it deloads everything again, so it starts running smoothly again. He actually got further than I expected. I usually don't mind frame rate that much as long as it doesn't really mess with the game. That, and I feel like when it comes to like games that aim to be a polished experience rather than actually like offering a lot of like stuff that's new, I typically am harder on a game. Like a game that's like, we're aiming to be the best action game ever made, and if they don't, like, if they're mainly like pulling from other elements, I think I'm a lot more critical of those smaller elements, like smaller issues, versus like a game that, you know, Rodea the Sky Soldier on the Wii U, which has like this really fascinating structure and control scheme. And even though it's like a technical mess, I'm like, that's okay, because that game is pretty nice. Oh, weird. The mortar moved back. That's the first time I've seen that. Okay. Well, I should have probably moved Jan up last turn as well, but it's fine.
I can get lost in those muscles.
Get lost in these muscles. Oh boy. That's a shock chipper too. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. Executive decision. We're not going to shoot this tank yet. Gonna heal up, end this turn, snipe the shock trooper. There's a shock trooper right there too. You can see him. I'm pointing at the screen like you can see. So I can get rid of this shock trooper. He's a problem.
Sweet dreams.
Where do I want her to be so she's even safe? I'm gonna move her behind this wall because there's no barricades yet. I'll have to build the barricades next.
The body's yours to use.
I guess I should move Eddie back a little bit. Oh, that dude is like right there. I'll probably get what's-her-face to come around the corner and shoot him real quick. This guy might be able to take some shots at him, actually. He's not facing this way, so we might be able to... Okay, cool. So I guess we want to be up on the front guard then, this time. And then I'll just have to shove Eddie back a little bit.
I'll do my very best.
I don't really care if she stays there in that corner. Okay, here we go. Now let's let Jan do his job.
You, sure.
Okay.
Yes, please.
I don't know where's safe for Jan right now,
Sorry,
though.
honey.
I don't think there's any enemies that can come back here, so I'm just gonna plop him in this corner for now. And then I just gotta move Eddie back. So as long as she's facing right here, I think she should be fine.
You can depend on me. I've located an enemy.
Oh, oops, that's not what I wanted.
Enemy spotted.
Just gonna grenade this dude.
Sorry if this hurts.
I actually thought these mortars were added in Valkyria Chronicles 2. I didn't know they were in this game. Or these
I've
grenade
located
launchers,
the
rather.
enemy.
I'm gonna keep her back. I could put her at the barricades there, but I worry someone's gonna walk up on her and just load a bunch of shots into her. Is there anything I want to do this turn before this is over? She has no ammo. I should have recovered her ammo while he was moving. I think this is fine. Oh, dang, they spawned there. I think Jan will be okay, but that's a rough spot. I don't know if the Valkyria Chronicles 2 DLC is like worth getting. I don't know if it's a charge thing. I assume you could still buy it. I guess I haven't really looked. I'd imagine you'd buy it on PS3 and then transfer it to your PSP. Is what you would do? Oh, he's still alive. I mean, even if he sticks around, he's gonna get mortar shot next turn. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, Jan's okay. I was kind of hoping those guys would get cleared out a little better, but...
Homer, how's the evacuation?
I don't know if
Understood.
there's like a way to skip this entire dialogue, or if I just have to mash X through it. I'll do what I can.
I understand.
Let's see if I can do anything
I've
with her.
located an enemy.
So there's a guy right there. I can
I've
toss a
located an
grenade over
enemy.
there without too much trouble. Oh, can I not see him still? I was hoping I could just target him. But I guess because I went too far down the hill, I can't. Let's see what they can do. I might hit this tree though. Oh, it's over there. I missed him. I feel comfortable enough with her sitting there now. She has enough health. Okay, Eddie can stay there.
Yes, right away.
Homer, go build your barricades. Also need to recover the sniper's ammo. But yeah, once I finish Real Life, I'm gonna hopefully go ahead and get started on my next major video. It's gonna be a little bit different than my other videos, and then after that, I'll probably go back to a fairly normal video. Kind of undecided on what that fairly normal video will be. More of just like a traditional review. I know the Q-Next thing is kind of a weird halfway review, halfway research piece, if you want to call it that. I don't really know. History kind of thing on Q-Next to some extent. Yeah, definitely want to move her back. I don't know. There's also some old articles that I wrote that I kind of feel like I might be able to make into decent videos too. So I've been debating reviewing those and seeing if I can like kind of skip the script process. Because honestly, a lot of the video process is making the script initially, depending on the video, obviously. So if I could go ahead and just like take something that I had done before that not too many people read. I assume not many people have read. Stuff like the Full Spectrum Warrior thing and the Valkyria Revolution thing. I feel like I could pump those videos out with relative ease, and I think the majority of my audience watches all my stuff on YouTube, and that's about it. So I think there probably is some value in making those into videos, and I really feel like Valkyria Revolution in particular is a game that could use a little loving. I know nobody likes it, but I do like it very much. The biggest problem with Valkyria Revolution is that I'm going to have to re-record all my footage for it if I do decide to do that, because I did record some footage back in the day. It was before I started recording like all footage for my games. Oh well. I don't feel too bad because I don't even have enough shots to kill him this turn. What are we doing here? I'm going to have Jan A move up, B heal himself. I kind of want to get him prepped to do what he needs to do. That being said, I don't know if this tank is going to try to attack him. But he should be good this turn, I would expect. These guys are pretty resistant to most tank attacks, so. I'm going to double heal him just in case. So I might have to play through Valkyria Revolution again for a bit, because I used to record my footage using the Aver Media Live Gamer HD record thing, but it is kind of garbage. The audio gets out of sync really fast, and like you have to resync all the audio and stuff, so the footage is kind of useless. Well, it's not useless, but I'd have to do a lot of work to make it worthwhile. So. It might be easier just go ahead, record myself playing a bunch of the game, and thankfully the cutscenes I can just basically let them run and just let them record in the background while I do other things.
I'm a pacifist.
Which usually I feel like I don't typically put a lot of cutscenes in my videos if I don't have to, but a game like that I feel like I generally will want to talk about the story quite a bit, so because the story is so well integrated with all of it. Okay. Yeah, I figured he was only gonna do like 5 damage. He pushed him way back though, actually.
Get ready.
I like how we spent maybe the last 2 hours just staring at this one road, basically. Oh, okay. All right. So I think this is when, yeah, okay. So the reinforcements are going to stop now. And so I just got to get Eddie to the other side of the map. I'm going to try to move Jan up. Obviously not run directly into the tank this time, but try to just get him into that little alleyway real quick. And I may stop him a little early because I think there's a shock trooper right up there. I don't know. Maybe I'll run a shock trooper up there instead first. So, we'll see. Oh, you know what? Eddie's in Valkyria Chronicles 2 now I think about it, right? Because her little sister is part of the Squad E. Or not Squad E. I don't remember what the class is called. Is it Squad F? Squad G? I don't remember. Squad E is Valkyria Chronicles 4. Unless they're always Squad E. I don't know. Yeah. I'm gonna take Lynn up first. And I'll let Eddie take care of these two guys back here.
Save you.
And I'll pass by here. I think there should be plenty of time for me to get around here. Because I think there's a shock trooper right around this corner. I feel like the shock trooper is probably the most valuable class in these games. Although Lancers I've gained a pretty big respect for over time. A big problem with one of the early like hard missions of Valkyria Chronicles 4, and it's not really that much of a hard mission as it is a story mission where they really want you to use tanks. I was like, instead of using tanks, I'm going to use my Lancers. and they got roughed up real bad. All right. I know you're a slow mover, Jan, but... Oh, dang it. HP down. That's not quite what I want while passing over here. I think we got plenty of movement, though. We just gotta make it quick. Alright. Alright, Jan. Boom.
You sure?
Easy. Oh, I should have aimed that further down. I'm glad I hit it. That was like a prime candidate of I left the reticule just slightly outside the radiator, and it would have felt great if I accidentally shot right past it, or shot past the radiator. Okay, so I'll take her down and kill these two. I don't know if she'll have enough movement to get there, actually. We'll probably be fine. Oh, ooh. Almost perfect, except for because I'm higher up this time, I think I might not be able to hit the shock trooper in the head behind him. But he also has less hits to kill, so let's try this. Nope. Okay. I tried. How do I want to handle this? I'm gonna move Homer. And I'll try to kill that shock trooper on the way over.
I don't want to be alone.
Let's see. Can I? My stats are down, but I can get them. There we go. Sure, why not? Nobody needs this, but we're gonna do it. It's weird in Valkyria Revolution you get like points for disarming traps and stuff, but it's like such a minimal amount that it's really hard to justify it. It's just like as a huge waste of time. It feels like they just kind of left it from when Valkyria Chronicles had it, and they're just like, well, we gotta have disarming mines, right? I'm not gonna worry about those mines. I don't think anybody else is gonna run that way, so everyone else is just gonna run straight up the center path. Okay. Go ahead and put my sniper in the tower. Hopefully nobody gives her a hard time.
Target sighted.
Okay. Is that a shock trooper? Really? It's a weird spot to put a shock trooper. Oh, you have to climb up there and get over. That's why he's there. Okay.
Sweet dreams.
Yeah, let's take this scout out real quick.
What if I...
Ah, I forgot you were dumb. I don't trust her to properly kill this man. Oh no, there's a wall there. Let me see if I can... I probably would have been able to target him already. Oh, you know what? I think I might be able to get this still. Maybe? I think there might be an invisible wall there. I should be able to target him if there isn't.
Personal.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, I didn't even think about if reinforcements are going to appear right there in front of them. Yep, there will be. Well, hopefully he shoots for the shock trooper. Oh. This is one of the things I hate about strategy RPGs, when reinforcements just show up. And it's just like, you don't know where they're going to appear, but suddenly they show up and it's like, oh, they're just in the most inconvenient places, huh? Well, hopefully this sniper doesn't die. Oh, no. They're going to kill the sniper. I'm real mad. I should have left her in the tower. Okay, can we still lose from this? Damn it. I thought this was going to be nice and easy. But then I was dumb. So apparently, I still need to defend that point. I should have read the objectives. But I was streaming, so I didn't read them. Alex. I found this in my closet the other day. It's one of those light sticks for concerts. I went to a Momoi Haruko show. That's what it says on here. And I bought their light stick. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but it changes colors. It's got a bunch of colors. I forget what they're called. If they have like an actual name, or if they're just called light sticks. But well, we can't finish this mission in 20 minutes. Or 2.5 hours, apparently. I don't know, man. I kind of need to use the bathroom. Let me use the bathroom, and I will think if there's anything else we're going to do till 9:30. I could probably set something up pretty quick. Let me get on my chair. I'm stuck on the floor now. Ugh. Sorry if this is going to make a bunch of noise for you. Urgh. Okay. I'm going to use the bathroom. Alex, you should go to bed if you have school tomorrow. And I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. I'll be back. All right. We are just going to play some Sonic Riders. Whoops, I almost pulled the power cable on my PS3. I just want the HDMI cable. So let me set this up real quick. And I'll need to change the resolution as well as the aspect ratio. So let me change this 1280 by 7, or no, sorry, 720 by 480 is what I want. And we're going to be using a 4:3 stream. And is it coming through? I don't see it. I also don't hear any sound. Let me try this again. My PS3 is also very hot. Apparently does not like playing Valkyria Chronicles. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's see. This is apparently no good. Okay, there we go. I have no idea how loud this game is going to be. So let me pull this up here. It's weird how quiet these menus are in this game. Oh, I just went to Twitch.tv. They're not going to be able to get that. All right. Start. Also, it's weird how close the delete game is to the start game for some reason. It just feels dangerous being where it is. All right, I think the game might be a little loud. So let me turn the audio down a little bit. And let's do normal race. Hey, Amy. Let's do the pink rose. Yes, I'm sure. Alright, I probably need to resize this for the window.
Get a great start.
There we go. I think that's
Not gonna hold back.
reasonable-ish. Probably not perfect, but we'll deal with it. Okay. All right. My pants are stuck in the chair. Okay. Move my chair back up. Oh, I should not listen to myself anymore. Okay. And turn my audio back on. There we go. I'm going to start this race bad, but that's okay. Nope, missed all those points. Or rings, I guess. Whoops, dang it. I'm doing real bad already. Ooh. Man, I am doing horrible already. Oh, messed that landing up. I shouldn't jump willy-nilly in this game. It's also, like, I find the turbulence... Oh, I closed the chat on accident. I find the turbulence in this game to be really disruptive. I'm not sure if that's intentional. Oh, dang it. Oh, there we go. Like, I'm not sure if, like, part of it's like, hey, you can use the turbulence to kind of mess people up as well as help them. Because sometimes like you'll be like right before a jump and you just kind of want to jump, but the turbulence is kind of in the way. I'm doing real bad. I should have probably changed the game I was playing, but it's too late. We're at the end of the stream anyways. I'll probably do a quick play of this at some point. Have not figured out when yet. Dang it. No, I accidentally charged a jump. Like, it's really silly, like, when you start streaming, how much stuff you just start, like, messing up because you're not thinking. Ah, jeez. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Everything about this is awful. Let me in there. Let me do a trick, please. Thank you. Alright, this is the third lap, so we have ruined everything. But we're just gonna deal with it. We're not here to win, we're here to fill 15 minutes. I can change my game real quick with Sonic Riders. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what I think of this Valkyria Chronicles DLC, if we should continue to pursue it. I feel like I want to continue to pursue it. But we did spend 2.5 hours getting absolutely nowhere. So that is concerning to me. Oh boy, come on, get in there. I have a little trouble getting on this rail typically, yeah. I think it's just like the angle at which you come around the corner at. Oh, okay. Doing tricks. These little like rotate the analog stick moments just feel like really awkward to do, but I like them because it's like this very frantic, like, oh no, I need to switch how I'm holding the controller, because like I could be wrong, but it feels like a Mario Party kind of thing where like the palm of your hand is the better way to rotate stuff. Give me all that turbulence. I feel like this game kind of like looks like a mess to play though. Like I don't know how readable this game is. I'm in first this time around at least, so that's an improvement. Oh, 360, okay. I feel like this path might be... That's the weird thing with like this game. Like I feel like some of the shortcuts are actually longer in some cases. I'm guessing maybe like you could think of the rails as like a additional place to get air as well. Because if you don't know, in the bottom right hand corner here, there's a air gauge. And so every time I do something, you can kind of see it deplete to some extent. And then when you do other things, it refills those. So like sometimes it feels like if you grind a rail, like when you're grinding a rail, you do get air back. So it's like maybe the purpose of it is not to go faster per se, but to just you know, get like to get more air back. So it's like this is the slower path, but you get the air back to go faster, I guess. I don't know. But then there are other shortcuts that are very much like this is the shorter way to go. I don't know if like flying, because like there's like 3 different character types in this game. There's speed, which Amy's speed, power, which like Knuckles is power, and then you have like Tails who's flying, and So they all have like their own paths they can take. I'm not really sure if there's like only speed characters can grind rails unless they have a vehicle that lets them do otherwise. Oh boy, okay, I almost missed that turn. I'm not gonna make it up there. Okay. It's cases like those that like I don't know if it's the issue is because I'm not charging. Oh no, because I'm not charging enough, or if I'm not holding the analog stick at the right angle or something. Oh, let me out of there. All right. Oh boy. All right. Well, we're going this way now. I didn't really want to go this way, but the course kind of made me do it. I'm not a big fan of this path on the left here in general, but sometimes the turbulence just takes you up there. So you just got to deal with what you got. There we go. Am I going to make it? Yeah. Okay, cool. And I have a little trouble hitting this rail sometimes as well, but I think once you're in first place, you really have an advantage because, well, in some ways you have an advantage because, like, obviously you don't have any turbulence in that case. Oh boy, I hate this path so much. Okay, that thing always like smacks you in the face. But like, obviously you don't have the turbulence, so you can't like ride that and get free air. And I assume you're going faster when you're in turbulence. I don't know for sure. Oh, that's not a jump. I forgot. Is that a jump? Nope, that's not a jump either. Oh, I landed it bad too. Oh boy. Oh boy. Get out of here, Tails. Tails is like right behind me. Oh, I didn't make it. I think Tails probably will pass us if he got up there. It looks like he did. Give me your ramp. I assume you're going faster on turbulence, but then like cases like that, if that turbulence had been longer, there'd been no way I would have gotten up on this rail. And you know, whether or not you want to be on this rail is kind of another thing. In some ways, I think you do. But like right there, like I think there's another path on top of the path there. I could be wrong about that, but I think there's like an extra way to go there. And because you come off on the jump so late, Tails is gonna win, by the way. He got too many shortcuts. Like he got those last two shortcuts, and I missed both of them, which threw me into second. But yeah, it's almost like a lot of this stuff kind of gets in your way of doing other things, and I don't know if that's intentional or just like a side effect of the design of the game or something like that. We have 2 more courses left. Probably call it a night then. Slow down. Okay. I charged my jump too early there. Okay. Oh, get around there. I'm gonna try this rail, but I miss it a lot. Okay, there we go. But obviously, if you're like in front, like all the turbulence and stuff doesn't really get in your way. So you can kind of just focus on what you're doing rather than having to sit there and like worry about what people in front of you are doing too. I don't really know if it's a benefit or not. Like I guess it's a trade-off in some ways. Like if you're better at handling with turbulence, then maybe it's not ideal. But I feel like I'm not very good at handling turbulence in general. You can like lay down these tornadoes. So like right now I'm laying down turbulence for sure because like my screen has that wind effect on it, which I believe means you're dropping turbulence behind you. Also getting enough rings will like level up your boost so you can hold more air. You can see just like how much longer going around that way goes. Like you miss the 2 bounces, but the time it takes to go around that turn is just like significantly longer than anything else. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's going pretty bad. Oh boy, I tried to hit that rail, but I boosted. I'm messing this last lap up real bad. Even got a C ranking there. Ooh boy. Give me some air. Okay. Ah, dang it. Knuckles is in front of us. Okay. We need to smack Knuckles real quick. Okay. I think we'll be fine. Nope. Okay, he's down on this path with us. Oh, that's Eggman. Oh no, I think we're good. I don't think anyone passed us on that. Cool. Cool. Because we messed up the first race so bad, we're not going to be able to get the gold medal, but that's fine. I forgot what place I got, like 6th or 5th or something like that. Oops. Alright, back up. And get forward. Ooh, boy. The collision on those poles are weird. You can kind of pass through them sometimes. I don't really know what to do here. So, like, there's that speed rail that's right there, but I always feel like it's super slow, and then, geez, if you hit anything on that wall, you just, like, go flying down here. But, like, if you hit that speed rail up there, it feels like you're going really slow. So it never feels worth the time and effort. Okay. This rail feels worth it, but I missed it. And these jumps really slow you down for some reason. I'm not sure what's different about them versus the other jumps in the game. But there's just like a lot of slowdown on them. Or maybe, like, they are... Oh, dang it. Ah! They are, like, super steep. I'm gonna go for it. Okay, I got air anyways, but... They're, like, super steep, so maybe the thought is that, like, hey, these ramps are steep, so you get really slow on them, but it just seems like too much... I'll follow this guy. Ah, I didn't land it. Oh no, I don't want to go over there. I cannot fly like Tails can, so going off that ramp is deadly. I don't really get up there usually. I haven't been able to kind of approach that from the correct angle. I can sometimes get up on that area right there, but I didn't have nearly enough speed. I'm gonna try to hit this rail again. This combination of rails is actually kind of hard to hit. Because there's actually like 3 rails there. I'm not really sure if it's faster to hit them or not. I'm doing alright though. I don't know if this is the last race, if there's one more. It'll be a shame if we got first on every race except for the first race, the easiest one. At the very least, that'll give me some confidence that I can maybe actually properly unlock things in this game rather than shortcutting it. I really feel like just turning as close to the center in there, right there, is probably the best. Oh, dang it, I messed it up. I feel like that's probably the best option for just getting around that corner as a speed racer. Hit that one? Didn't hit that one. Oh wait, I did hit that one. Still, like see how slow I go off that ramp? It's crazy. Like, I don't know why you'd ever want to hit those ramps unless you're really trying to get some air. But like, oh, and this is the end of the race, so we've messed up already. So there's no way you can recover after this point. It's just kind of just what it is. Because the only way you can recover anything there is, I think, if you don't rotate the stick enough, it doesn't launch you super far, so you land outside the stadium, and you have like to ride a little bit inside. But did you do that? Yeah. Okay, well, we didn't really get anything done tonight. I will think about playing more Valkyria Chronicles. I feel pretty confident that now that I know that that mission is going to continue to check that spot for enemies, that I should probably just leave people there to defend it. It seems like things might not spawn behind it, but I might leave somebody back there just in case. So I think as long as I have one shock trooper in front, it'll generally be okay. So if I leave one shock trooper in the back, I won't feel too bad. And I'll just have the scout go around and kill the other people. That'll probably be the best thing to do, I think. So we'll see, though. We shall see. That's it for this week. Thanks for coming if you came. OneControlReport.com is the website. There's a Rhythm Thief quick play up this week, so if you're interested in story-based rhythm games, Sega games, starting with full Sega games, Rhythm Thief is also a Sega game. Although it's developed by a company called Zine, who makes like does a bunch of graphics work now for actually quite a few big games. I think they worked on like one of the more recent Street Fighters. I think they're working on Yakuza 7 and stuff like that, doing graphics work. But I think Rhythm Thief is one of their original games, one of the few ones outside of their mobile library. They have some mobile library stuff, but yeah. And then next week I have a Final Fantasy 15 Comrades quick play going up as well. And then so once I finish going through my little real life hole that I'm in, I'm going to go ahead and start working on the next video. So hopefully we'll have it finished up in the near future. It's a different type of video, so I really don't know how long it's going to take. I do have like a basic script written out for it, but I might make some changes to make it more readable because it wasn't actually supposed to be a script originally. It was just kind of like a data dump kind of thing. So I just got to kind of move things around and make them better. But again, thank you for coming. I hope you have a great week. I hope you have a great week is what I was trying to say, but I think I just kind of threw some noises out of my mouth. Bye.